Okay, the third deviation from the Mendelian inheritance is the multiple alleles. All right. So for the multiple alleles here, it refers to one gene having more than two alleles, and all of the alleles control the same characteristic. Okay, or in other words, three or more alleles for a given locus exist within the population. So this is according to Solomon. All right. Okay, in chromosome number 9, okay, chromosome number 9, one part or one locus is controlling the blood type. Okay, we are for this case we are discussing about the ABO blood type group. All right. Okay, so if they have this IA, all right, it will result in the blood type A. If they have the IB here, they will result in blood type B. And if they have the IO, okay, the individual will have the blood type O. All right, so I here is referring to immunoglobulin. All right. Okay, so example for this multiple allele is the ABO blood type alleles, which can be found in humans. All right, so let's see the details. Okay, so there are four blood types for the ABO system here. Okay, we have the blood type A, blood type B, blood type AB, and also blood type O. Okay, so the ABO locus, they have three common alleles. Either they will have IA, they will have IB, or they also have the IO. Okay, IO can also be written as small I. Alright, so the small I is also representing the IO here. Alright, so the combination in ABO blood group system, okay, you will be finding these 6 different genotype, okay, for the ABO blood group system: IAIA, IAIO, IBIB, IBIO, IOIO, or IAIB. Alright, so for the IAIA and also IAIO, they will result in the similar blood type, which is blood type A. Okay. Meanwhile, for the blood type B, the possible genotype for the individuals with blood type B would be IB, or they can also have the genotype of IBIO. Okay. But different for the blood type O here. The only genotype that you can find for the individuals with blood type O is IOIO, or it can also be written as small I. Alright, and for the individual with the blood type AB, okay, the possible genotype for them is IAIB. Alright. Okay, so the three alleles for the ABO blood groups and their carbohydrates. So you can see here, okay, the alleles, we have the IA, we have the IB, also we have the small I here, also representing the IO. Okay, so IA, they have their own specific carbohydrate. Okay, for the A, similar with B, they have their own specific and unique carbohydrate for B, but for the IO or the small I, there are no carbohydrate can be found on that particular blood group, red blood cell. All right. Okay, if we see on their genotypes and also phenotype here. Okay, for the genotype IAIA or IA small I, okay, also can be written as IAIO. Okay, the red blood cell appearance would be looking like this. Okay, so you can see, for example, if we represent the carbohydrate for A with a triangular, all right, so it will be surrounded, the triangular carbohydrate can be found on the red blood cell of the phenotype blood group A. Okay, for the blood group B, okay, if we represent the carbohydrate for B as a circle carbohydrate, okay, those with the genotype of IB or the IB small I, okay, you can see the red blood cell appearance here, you will be finding the circle carbohydrate surrounding them. Alright, so this is the appearance of the red blood cell for those individuals with the phenotype blood group B. Okay, and for the individuals with the phenotype of blood group AB, okay, the genotype, the only possible genotype would be the IAIB, where you can see the appearance of the red blood cell will be a mixture between the carbohydrate of A and also B. Okay, you can see the mixture of the triangular and also the circle here on their red blood cell. All right, so that is how the AB blood group red blood cell will appear. All right, but different case for the individuals with the genotype of small I also can be written as IOIO, right? Where they result in the phenotype of blood group O. None of the carbohydrate A or B will be found on the red blood cell. Okay, meaning that there will be no carbohydrate can be found on the red blood cell of the individuals with the O blood group. All right, so that is the case for the multiple alleles. Okay, for the next one, for the polygenes, okay, the other types of inheritance which are deviated from the Mendelian, okay, the polygenes, also known as the polygenic inheritance. Okay, so for the polygenes here, it is an additive effect of two or more genes on a single phenotypic character. Okay, in other words, multiple independent pairs of genes have similar and additive effects on the same characteristic. Okay, so many genes are controlling the similar character. Okay, for example, the characteristic that we can use to discuss about the polygenes here are either the height or the skin color. Okay, so for the polygenes here, all right, it occurs when a trait is governed by two or more sets of allele, possibly located on many different pairs of chromosomes. So this is according to Meder, okay, in his 12th edition of book. All right, so you can see here we have three different letters representing the three different alleles, A, B, and C. But all of these A, B, and C are controlling one particular character. For example, just now, okay, you can use the height, or you can also use the skin color, okay, to discuss about the polygenes here. All right, so this polygenic inheritance could result in a bell-shaped curve, also known as the normal distribution curve. All right, so you can see here, okay, this is an example of the skin color. All right, which give off the results of the normal distribution curve. All right, a bell-shaped curve. Okay, in details for the polygenes here, if an big A, big A, big B, big B, big C person would be very dark, okay, in opposite, a person with small a, small b, small b, small c, small c genotype would be very fair. All right, so this is what we call as the homozygous dominant person. All right, meaning that the dark is the dominant characteristic, and the fair would be the recessive characteristic. All right, so this is representing the homozygous dominant. This is representing the homozygous recessive. All right. But for those who are heterozygous, okay, the heterozygous person, for example, we have here big A, small a, big B, small b, big C, small c. All right, this is a heterozygous genotype. That person would have a skin of an intermediate shade. All right, so it is different from this person with the homozygous dominant and also homozygous recessive color, skin color. All right. Okay, because the alleles have a cumulative effect, the genotypes big A, big B, small b, big C, small c, and also big A, big B, small b, and small c would make the same genetic contribution, okay, to the skin darkness. All right, so you can see these two different genotypes are actually heterozygous. Okay. And the three units here will be controlling the intermediate skin darkness.